when people thought he was like the Mask. He's not. Like, he's supposed to be a dude who's duplicitous. He's an Irish thug who got sold out by his fellow gangsters. They murdered him, left him for dead, and then he was put back to health, brought back to health. The same acid that I think runs through Gotham City got into his bullet wounds, which gave him his plastic powers. And I love the idea that, like, well, he was raised by, like, he was healed, brought back to health by a Catholic, like a monk of some kind of in a monastery, and so he has this sort of apparent change of heart, like, I'm going to become a hero with my powers, But it's like, is he doing that really, or is he did he adopt another identity to get revenge on the thugs that tried to kill him, his friends? While he's right, like, because Eel O'Brien is still his alter ego. He's still a criminal, So I like the idea that when you say Plastic Man, the duplicity of it, like, this kid could be, if you were a gangster and they tried to kill you, and you had a second chance like that and were given superpowers, like, you could use your superpowers to pretend to be a good guy while basically getting revenge on all of your friends and rising up in the underworld. He's got the best of both worlds, selling out his friends to the FBI. So I love Plastic Man. I really hope that, like, that's what they're going with this. That's the direction they're going, and it's not some Jim Carrey shit. Like, take it seriously. Make it like a gangster movie. And maybe make it take place in Gotham City too.
Okay.
Maybe have Batman as a cameo for like 10 minutes.
I'd love that. Yeah. I mean, honestly, I care about Plastic Man. For, like, a lot. He's my favorite. He's one of my favorite superheroes. I wanted to work on the book. Yeah. Yeah.
And last week ago, what was it? 2 weeks ago? James Gunn say he pitched Warner Brothers a Plastic Man back in the 2000s. They say no.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, back then he didn't get the $1 billion box office. Now he's a different man.
That's true.
Yeah.
I remember back in the 80s, for years there were rumors that Pee Wee Herman was going to play Plastic Man in a movie. That was like a consistent rumor back then.
They just have the wrong idea about who he is. I mean, go back and read those Jack Cole comics. Little movie perp, you like Plastic Man?
No, I never read them.
I'm
interested. Cool, I like the gangster angle. That sounds cool.
I've heard quite a few people that like comics. They really give props to Plastic Man. He's a cult favorite character. Like, there's a following for him, and I'm like, okay, I'm open to it. I got to research it, but this also feels like it's in James Gunn's wheelhouse. Like, this type of character, he could really help get along. In my opinion, yeah.
I think the Wachowskis were interested in this character as well.
Just don't make it too silly. That would be my thing. I don't want to see it be like, I don't want to see him be a jackass. Really, I'd love to see him be like, play it straight. But, I would have done that. DC Comics was holding this character for me for like a decade. We're holding Plastic Man for Ethan. We like his pitch. But every time I wanted to do it, they'd be like, do you want to do Batman instead? I'd be like, yeah, I do. All right, I'll do Batman. So I never got around to it, and it sucks. Now I'll never get to do it, but that's just life.
Yeah. Well, I'm open to the character. I'm gonna probably watch some videos on Plastic Man now.
Watch stuff about Jack Cole. There's a book that Art Spiegelman did, I believe. It's called what is it called? Jack Cole some. Anyway, there's a Jack Cole biography that he wrote that is fascinating. The creator of Plastic Man. Poor guy. I mean, like, he wanted to work in comic strips. He's a super genius, a really funny guy, a Christian who kind of, I guess, lost his way. He ended up working for Playboy magazine with Hugh Hefner in the early 50s and mysteriously committed suicide and left a very strange suicide note behind saying, "You're a good boy, Hef. I don't blame you." And I only a couple of people know why Jack Cole died, why he killed himself. I had a chance, like, I met Will Eisner, and we're having drinks, and I was too afraid to ask him because Will Eisner was one person who knows. And then I also heard Stan Lee knew, and that's one of the questions I asked Stan. I said, "Do you know why Jack Cole killed himself? Like, what was wrong?" And Stan said, "I don't know. He wouldn't tell me, so fuck." And now he's gone too. So
yeah. Strange Moral Theories, $5. Well, plastic is duplicitous itself. Thank you, Strange Marvel Theories. Samuel says Plastic Man is cool, but way too early to introduce him now. Gunn should focus on the Trinity.
Not really. It's not way too early if you want to use Plastic Man.
I think this is also could be done well low budget, I think.
And maybe. But the thing is, I mean, like, James Gunn already said that Superman's already established. So in Batman, so
he's got to reestablish. Go back and do a new Superman because the current Superman was too dark. Go back to doing. I love that James Gunn said Truth, Justice, and the American Way is coming back. Like Superman is American. Let's just claim him. I know a lot of people disagree with that, but let's be proud of him and own him. All
right, I'm not opposed to that. What do you think of DC movies now after Shazam 2, Ethan?
I love the Shazam movie, so I don't know why everybody hates
you do?
Them. Yeah, no, I do. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you see the second one?
Not yet. I saw the first one. I liked it.
It needs your help.
You mean like going
Ethan? Who would you cast for Green Lantern?
I don't know anymore, but I used to say, remember the show Lost?
Yeah.
Of course you do. Sawyer from Lost would have been my Hal Jordan. He just had the right swagger, the